US is the biggest supporter of Israel, and in Asia, India is the biggest supporter of Israel. And what Israel has done, if Israel had not done that, US would have to go and do it. Because can you visualize Iran having nuclear weapons? What the hell is going to happen in the Middle East? I mean, there is no way Iran should be allowed to have nuclear weapons. Period. I mean, I don't know what are you talking about here? So what Israel has done is excellent job. Their top leadership is gone. The nuclear scientists are gone. The chief is gone. This is gone. That is gone. Khomeini is under bunker. And this is the right time for the regime change. There has to be democracy. The people of Iran have to be liberated.
I think
no more killings. Let me finish, Noha. No more killings of people who are not wearing burqa or covering their hair, and no more killing of these young people who want to be liberated. I mean, it's a time for regime change in Iran. That's it. Carry on. Noha, I'm sorry.
No, I was just going to jump on something you made. That's why I just wanted to point out, however, like despite some of the achievements they made on, obstructing the nuclear process, I think the risk with this now is they've also it kind of leads to a paradox where if they don't completely destroy it or annihilate it, now what they're going to do is accelerate Iranian efforts to weaponize and to develop the nuclear capabilities. So it's kind of
Iran cannot be allowed to exist, and that has to be on the international community to recognize. They have funded terror around the world. They cannot be allowed to exist.
Why not? Just to be clear, for Israel is much bigger, Dean, and I will answer you why not. Well, if you hear every single time that Khomeini making a speech, and you hear all of his armed people shouting "Death to Israel, death to Israel," when you hear his rhetoric, Israel will come to an end, so on and so forth. When you see how much they sponsor terrorism and this ring of terrorism of fire surrounding Israel, Hezbollah, Houthis, and Hamas, and the PHN, and so on and so forth, obviously you will not want them to have nuclear weapons. Now, for those people who say that it is critical why Israel should allow to have it and not Iran, well, Israel never said that Iran will cease to exist and Iran have to die and have to be eliminated and so on and so forth. That never happened. Israel doesn't have this type of rhetoric, nor they sponsor those types of things that happen against Iran.
But Israel,
Joe's going to speak. Joe, go ahead.
Thank you, kind sir. We do have the protection Iron Dome, and that works. We've had it, 5 years. So you're welcome. That's our technology, collaboration with Israel.
Yeah, so again, I'm competition with Iran up until recently as being one of the greatest purveyors of quote unquote radical Islam terrorism, right? They have a nuclear weapon, right? Allegedly.
Oh, really?
Let's be honest, nobody's worried about anybody. If you're going to worry about a country going rogue because they're fucking wackadoodles, it's Iran. When you go around actually talking about the great Satan and the West, and you're picking a fight, and you're getting close to developing nuclear weapons, you got to be taken out.
The U.S. and the West role in Iran over the past 60 years, that does equate to a great Satan. I don't know why people act so daft in these things. The U.S. hasn't been an angel.
They are a regime that oppresses their people. I'm sorry, they have to go. Everybody in the internet, why are you an IRGC apologist? That's what I think everybody in the room should be asking.
want to say, I want to hear what Dean says to this. Just hold on one second. Yeah, go ahead, Dean.
Yeah, a couple things. I'm American first, number one. Number
But what
two,
are you second?
Matt, come on, bro. We're gonna have a
Just
dialogue.
let him go.
Where are you from? I just kept.
Elvis, let him go. Hold on.
Oh, I'm not letting this dog get off the bone. No.
I know you are, Al. I got you. Go ahead.
I'm getting the bottom of this shit. Ain't nobody defending the IRGC and letting it go unchecked. Sorry.
I'm not letting him go either. I got questions for him too.
He's got to finish this. So we
They make all of the dirty sharmutas wear a hijab on their whore faces. That's pretty cool.
What the heck?
Don't say that, please. I'm offended by that real lot, please.
Yeah,
Hey,
thank
Dean,
you.
go ahead. Guys, everybody, go ahead, Sarah, do you want to say something?
First of all, wait, hold on. I want to say something, okay? Because as all of you know,
They said I represent.
no. Dean, we've heard enough. Okay, Pepe is saying something offensive. Listen, y'all are upset because I'm calling black people N-words and porch monkeys. Oh, that's offensive. Don't you know that's offensive? Yes, that's why I said it. So again, y'all are sitting up in here chastising Pepe for doing something that Pepe knows damn well what he is doing, and quite frankly, he has a right to do it.
What?
And I have a right to not like it. See, this is the beauty of America. I love it.
We love America.
It's America.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
So, the show, fanatic Islamist regime took over, and everybody seems to have forgotten that somehow the Ayatollah has always been the ruler of Iran. No. The other thing is that Iran has been saying for a long time, intent up their uranium capacity to make it Iran, and Iran had signed treaties that said that Americans can come in and inspect their facilities. I think they allowed that to actually happen once or twice. I'm sorry, I don't have the exact numbers, but they stopped allowing the inspections to happen at some point. But that didn't stop Mossad. So Mossad has quietly, or Israel, has quietly been trying to save the world from World War III by quickly to Iran.
I'm sorry. I have to come in. I have to open my mic because you're just saying some bullshit stuff here. And when you say Israel is, wait, did I hear it wrong? I thought I heard her saying Israel is secretly causing troubles. Is that what
You did hear her wrong. Yeah, you did hear her wrong.
Just the
I
opposite.
apologize.
Just a minute. No, it's the opposite of what I just said. Israel has been quietly going in and disrupting Iran's capability of making the uranium ready for a nuclear bomb. Okay? So you got the opposite of what I said. I don't know why. All right? And so this is not a new thing, is my point. The other thing that really bothers me is that nobody is saying how many have been sent from Iran to Israel. I believe the last couple of days there's been 300. So I wonder why Israel is being looked at as being aggressive. Thanks.
Can I ask you a question, Matt? They're being looked at as being the aggressor because they initiated this war.
Okay, that's it. See,
If I could,
And they have
So it's not an initiation when you fund Houthis to attack a bomb. That's not initiation. This got initiated a long time ago.
every time I get off my
Unless you aren't paying attention. When was this war initiated? If you think it was initiated a few days ago, no, you can't.
No.
If a few days ago you just start paying attention and you think Israel initiated this, maybe you need to catch up.
Dean, I feel like the reason why you're not able to speak, Dean, is, I brought this point up, before you came into the room. I think that through this conversation about Middle Eastern politics, people are experiencing their own unique and rightful form of Black fatigue. You know, I mean, it's just what it is. I you know, like, you know, you definitely need to kind of just roll with it and just, you know, chill out, you know, put the bananas down and, you know, let's have a conversation. But truthfully speaking, this conversation, realistically,
Involvement should Black people have in this particular discussion?
None, absolutely none. Absolutely none.
No. These
Can
people,
I answer that?
wait,
Matt,
okay, let me say something real quick.
Hold on,
Big,
just
also,
ask
we'll
me a
go right to you,
question.
Big, in 1 second. Dean, just answer it really quick, and then we go to Big. Okay, thank you.
Really quick,
I know. Go ahead, Dean.
They definitely should have a say because number one, our financial support for Israel. Number two, per the submission of the young lady on stage where she intimated that that's Netanyahu's broader objective, to drag the U.S. into this conflict. We know African Americans are a sizable part of the U.S. military. So this notion that we shouldn't have a say is preposterous. We know this.
Wait a minute. Let me click on this for a second. So, you know, Dean, because we know each other from a lot of spaces where you have many Black people in America, okay, with a predominantly white tax base that feels that certain issues Black America is discussing on this app should not hold conversation with said white people. So, I mean, don't you find it very funny that you make an argument that because of tax dollars and tax support and monetary support, Black Americans should have something to say about a conflict that's happening 7,000 miles away from U.S. soil. However, in the same breath, here on U.S. soil and in communal tax base, white people...
Discussions. Again, I'm American. There are literally American assets in the regions, military bases in there. It's absurd to say we don't have a say. Cool. I'm with Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens. If you don't think Americans should have a say, which includes Black folks, don't ask for any financial, military support, etc. That would be my ideal position. If it's
a question. Since you care about the military, as we all should, what do you suppose we would do? Let's say Mexico is chanting death to America. We're going to overtake you. We will wipe you off the map. They're currently producing weapons of mass destruction on our southern border. What do you imagine? We find it odd that we're going to dictate to a foreign country who is being filmed on the daily. These people go into bomb shelters nearly every fucking day. I'm sorry.
Well, you go into bomb shelters daily when you choose to genocide the neighboring people, Palestinians.
Muslim first.
I'm still talking, but then
He is a Muslim first and then American.
It's a mutually beneficial.
You're in the matrix, but I want
Yeah, but we also don't interrupt white women on this stage. We are going to let this white woman speak.
Hold on, Sarah's speaking. She's a mom.
I want to say something because I don't see any Iranian on the stage right now, but I want to say something because Dean is just saying things, and I don't really know if you only have the interests of America saying these things or you have alternative motives. Dean, Iranians, they're not in bunkers hiding. You know why? Because Israel is not crowded. They're telling people to get out of the way. People are not even canceling birthday parties. Iranians trust Israel. Why? I don't understand why people on this app, they just call this. If you want to talk about another country, I don't care. You guys just say whatever you want, whether it's true or not. Do not say innocent people, civilians killing. Do not use these things because Iranians right now who live inside the Iran, they trust. Okay? People are still going to work. People haven't canceled work. People are working. It's the Israelis that they're hiding in bunkers. What's happening right now is a proof that Iran shouldn't have nuclear weapon. They're bombing civilians. The bombs that Israel is hitting, it's on the civilians. Which part of this is so difficult for you guys to understand?
Well, they got bombed
So,
in Gaza, right?
Yeah. If real quick, I mean that's more propaganda. We know.
Yeah, and we're not talking about Gaza. Read the subject. Read the title.
Well, I'm
Those people are privileged. They never experienced war in their life. They're watching this entire war as if it's a game on their screens. They don't really understand what it is to be in war. They're lucky not to be in war. So for them, it's very easy to go on Clubhouse and dish out all those stupid talking points with no basis in reality because they're going to pay the price. It's a privilege. You enjoy the privilege, but don't assume you understand war. You never hid in a shelter, right? I did Big Rex, the mic. Go ahead, Big Rex. You got off mic there.
But Daniel, and I support Israel all the way, huh? But why? And it's not really Israel, but that whole region, always fighting, always fighting. And I blame that Islamic regime, that fucking bullshit ass shit. Somebody just said that the Iranian people trust the Israeli government more so than they do their own government. Yes, that is true. Those women that live there, they have no freedom.
They do.
No real.
Hate their government. They hate.
Yeah, they hate them. So yeah, I don't care.
They see Israelis as freeing them.
Yeah. So I don't mind what's happening to. I don't mind what's happening to whatchamacallit. I'm gonna laugh at this. I don't mind what's happening to Iran. I hope their ass get dealt with, and I hope Israel continues to disrupt their nuclear weapon plans or whatnot. Fuck them.
So, couple things we know.
Israel doesn't. America.
The IDF have killed Iranian citizens. It's just on record. They've hit apartment blocks.
Oh my God!
So listen, the war, people die. The question is, did the IDF target civilians or not? And the IDF does not target civilians. It's important that you
Dean, hold on, Daniel. Dean, no.
I'm looking at you real side-eyed right now.
Let me explain this to you, Dean. Let me explain this to you. You are taking the same type of tone and rhetoric from that Gaza bullshit and trying to apply it to the Iranian situation at hand. And this is where a lot of people outside of the black community get infuriated, especially people like Daniel, who actually lives in Israel, with people who are standing 7,000 miles away in Black America that want to insert a certain type of oppression narrative that does not exist in this conflict. It simply just doesn't. So that is the source of many people's frustration. You are looking at it through the lens of a Black American. You are not looking at it through the lens of a colloquial understanding of 7,000 miles away, in which many people on this stage, belong to. That is where the disconnect is happening, Dean.
I want to point for Dean because I think it's important. It's just important because it's a talking point that we heard a lot. In war, people die. Okay, the question is, it's important because it's a stupid talking point that we've been hearing for 20 months. Israel does not target civilians. Civilians die in war. When we target a top senior person in his home and someone next to him dies, that's collateral damage. When Iran indiscriminately bombs just residential buildings, there is no military objective to it. Do you understand that in war, and you need to get out of your, dream world, that in wars people don't die. People die in wars. The question is, how do you manage the war? Do you aim at the population for terrorism, or do you, like Israel, is aiming at nuclear sites, military sites, government sites, not civilians?
I want to say...
Hold on, can I speak now, or am I going to continue?
Are you guys going to just go back and forth?
Can we let a new voice speak? Because Dean, respectfully, Dean, you just heard from a person who let's get some new voices in here. But we heard you land your plane 5 times.
Dean, let's let that word. Dean, just hold on. We gotta have some new voices. You'll be back on the mic soon enough. So Jack, I think that's
yes, sir. Yeah,
you're on. Go for it.
I appreciate it. So to start, in this. Between Israel and Iran. Israel, I think, did initiate it with
at least their first military operation against Iran was honestly extremely impressive. If you're just looking at this objectively, it was very surgical. They attacked so many sides. They cut the throats out of a lot of the senior leadership in the IRGC, some scientists. You know, it was impressive how they tricked them into a meeting and gathered them in one place and did this, even though most of the world kind of expected this attack to happen. You know, we all kind of knew something was going to happen 12 hours before. So it seems like they caught Iran off guard. But I don't think necessarily that Netanyahu was expecting for now. We're not going to. They also asked Trump, you know, if they can get the green light to knock out the Ayatollah and assassinate him, which the U.S. said, no, we're not giving you the green light for that. So I think a bit more than he can chew. He's had a lot of history fighting non-state actors, Hezbollah, the Houthis, Hamas. These guys are not, you know, sovereign countries, and Iran is a regional power, not as strong as Israel, but they're far away, and so I think this will only go on for a couple weeks. Unless the Israelis are successful in dragging the U.S. into this war, which, I mean, post-Iraq, post-Afghanistan, I don't think most Americans want, unless there's this in it, but that's my take on it.
I would like to disagree.
Just one comment, please, Dr. Adams. Just one comment to what you said. Mostly you're correct, but actually the response of Iran was overestimated, not underestimated. We expected way more. Actually, they woke up all of Israel at 3 a.m. the day of the attack, telling them to prepare for shelter, and then nothing happened within 18 hours. And then what they did, they launched those 100 missiles every time. And regarding the second point that you said about Israel asking permission, Israel does not need to ask permission from the United States to assassinate the head of the state. This is something that we've never done before, as far as I remember. This requires our parliament approval, not the United States. Asking the United States to go in, yes, for this, of course, we need the United States permission because it's their army and it's their decision, but they're ready that we need to ask their permission.
So, Daniel, I just want to say something because somebody commented on what they presume to be the thoughts and emotions of the American public, and especially indigenous-born American public. I'm not talking about, you know, first-generation swiping green cards. Okay, a good majority of us people, okay, look at this situation, and like I asked a question earlier today, the technology worked at Hiroshima. I think Israel needs to utilize that in Gaza and needs to utilize it over in Iran. So when you look at the average temperament of American citizens, we don't give a fuck about no damn Palestinian children crying in the street. We don't give a fuck about anybody in Iran that's getting blown out of an apartment building. We don't care. We simply do not care. So at the end of the day, why go there and fight when we can press hockey as a motherfucker? At the end of the day, excuse me, you sound like you lost your virginity to a fucking petting zoo animal. Why don't you go spell your curry in your damn feet and wrap your mother's hijab around your neck? So as I was saying, see, this is what I'm talking about. This is why nobody cares. Blow them into their fucking mud hut. Teach them how to speak English. Okay, teach them how to speak English and teach them how to stop fucking petting zoo animals like this Mohammed pedophile supporter down there.
Wow. Yeah, so Adams, I think you want us to join this war is what I'm hearing.
Bro, can I respond to Adams?
When you said they want to respond to Adams, go ahead.
Thank you. First of all, Adams, that's Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Excuse me, I'm not addressing no hamdulillah, go butt fucker, okay? So at the end of the day, I'm going to say the quiet part out loud. I don't like you people. I don't like you people. I think that you're scum and you belong to a death cult.
All right, don't address Adams. Do you have something to talk about the topic, whoever that was? Please.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know why he's attacking me, but I was just corrected. It's Hiroshima, not Hiroshima. Anyways, I think the American public does care about. If he does not care, that's his problem. And if he's talking about like green card holders, we're seeing Americans born and raised 5th generation, 7th generations in the streets of Los Angeles and many other states with the Palestinian flags. So
if that
paid actors. I live in Los Angeles, and you don't sound like you were born and raised here. Excuse me. So again, at the end of the day, I live. Yeah, one American, Mike. Americans speak first. Americans speak first. Americans speak first. So again, you live in LA. You're not from here. You don't even sound like you even swiped your visa. You probably ran across the desert in the middle of the night with a turban on your head, like them dirty, dusty, footed, illegal ass Mexicans. So somebody who lives here, okay, the people who are in those streets are paid disruptors. They're paid disruptors, and they're also not American. So try again. Nice try, but
Matt, can you please moderate?
Yeah, that boy, I don't want to date. Honestly, I don't know why he's interrupting, but one thing I want to say is at least my ancestors were not brought on ships.
Hey, at least my current bloodline is not getting missiles. Not just excuse me, Compton cotton picker. You see, Black America, this is why you don't need to, this is why Black America does not need to sit here and have camaraderie for these racist, dusty, foot cooking, petting zoo, butt fucking ass out.
Where's your master? Is wild work.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, turn his mic down, bro, please.
Like, he literally called me a
Hey, turn them missiles up. Turn them missiles up. I hope the program is ducking missiles.
Yes.
Your master void just chill for a second. We're gonna go to a different mic now. Just moving on. Who else wants to go?
I would like to speak.
I don't mind
very
going.
briefly.
Okay, business is going. Don't talk.
Of course I don't mind going. Y'all take turns fucking petting zoo animals.
Go ahead.
You're the only one being uncivilized. Like,
Dead ass. Like,
Who's being uncivilized? Excuse me.
Movie
Why'd you shut your British ass up? Did you wash your British dirty ass teeth?
Okay, shut the fuck up. Business is gonna talk. Business is gonna talk. Go for it.
Thank you. I hope this black monkey could shut up for 2 seconds, right?
thank you.
Wow.
I'm an American, right? And the truth is, we stand with Israel. We stand with Iran. My apologies. So we stand with Iran.
Freudian slip.
World. Listen, go back to your master, okay? You
Green card got you. Your green card got you.
Thank you.
Black people.
Don't address Adam's.
You're like a woman. You're too emotional.
Please tell I had this house nigga issue.
Tony.
Yeah. Thank you. So Iran is going to be, they already have, and they're going to continue to show the world, right, that Israel and America for the last 20 to 40 years have been, there's an illusion of how strong they really are, right? And we've seen it first it was Hamas showing us. Oh my God, buddy, can you just shut up? We've seen Hamas show us.
First of all, you're not going to tell no white woman to shut up. Okay, those are our women. Okay, worry about your hijab, freaking turban wearing, pork eating bitches. Don't you dare sit here and talk shit to no white woman. What the fuck is wrong with you? The fuck is wrong with you? You better watch your tongue, Gaddafi. You better watch your mouth, Gaddafi. You're not gonna sit up in here and talk to our women like that.
They couldn't even beat Hamas. In 2 years, they couldn't beat Hamas. They're supposed to beat Iran now. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's what's funny. It was first Hamas that showed us the fact that, they can't even defeat a militia group, a very small, weak militia group. And it's been 2 years and they still can't get rid of Hamas. And they're apparently the world's strongest army in the world, right? This was the first illusion, and people started to realize that Israel is actually fucking weak. That was number one. You have to keep in mind the Jews were kicked out of every country. They've never been historically strong at all. Never, right? So now they realize, okay, they can't even defeat Hamas. Then it was America bombing the Houthis, and with Israel as well. They realized they couldn't defeat what they call the Houthis, their missiles. It's still continuing to target Israel as we speak. And these are happen right now. And because every empire falls, right? America took the empire from the UK, and now America's falling, and everybody knows this. And there's a global reset, and we're gonna see the next empire, which I believe will be Russia, will be Iran, and will be China, with Pakistan as well, right? And the world, and you guys are gonna realize how weak
Pakistan.
You have to realize many people are not built to get continuously bombed. The Yemenis could handle that. The Palestinians can handle that, right?
Why are you
the Iranians can handle that. But the Israelis can't handle that. You can see them crying on the right? Keep talking about, these Muslim women with the hijab. But black people, your women are naked, shaking their ass on music videos. And you guys can't even control your women. I think our women are covered, right? You only have like movies.
Hold on, I know that this pork chewing sand monkey isn't saying shit to us. You and your pork chewing sand monkey, y'all fucking inbred, y'all fucking, even worse with your big busty ass pirate freaking of the Caribbean ass forehead. The fuck are you talking about? Like, what the fuck? You in Africa were having sex with fucking monkeys and spread AIDS to the rest of the world, and you have the damn nerve to talk shit about black women? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Can you get a new mic on?
All y'all African motherfuckers.
All right. We're back. Gildas, you're up. You were trying to get in there.
All I was just saying is, wow. Black men can't keep our women clothed. Woo! I mean, I know where you're coming from with that. That's some hot shit to say. I guess it's on Adams to respond to that shit.
Control your blacks, Matt. Control these fucking apes are acting out and they're ruining.
All right, now hold on, Pepe. Not too much on this, Pepe.
Not too much on the blacks, Pepe.
Don't let Pepe off the leash. But damn, we can't keep no clothes on our women. We twerking. We pointing our rectum up to the sky. Woo! I don't know what to say.
Wait, hold on. You got this dirty ass turban wearing Arab down in the chat calling me a coon. Like, what the fuck is that? You are a pork chewing camel sodomizer. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You petting zoo animals. Do you wear condoms with that petting zoo animal? Because we know that you're fucking Somali and probably giving them camels.
Yeah, like let's try to at least get it back to the.
Ethiopians get on his ass.
Shut your ass up, trainee Tony. You sitting up in here crying and shit, talking about we're going on a porch like, cause you are a fucking porch monkey.
Yeah, I am
Wow, you guys we were all doing so good, and it just kind of got off the rails. Let's go, guys. Sarah, you're saying something. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, let's reset the room, guys. We were having a very nice conversation. Adams. Damn, man, it's too early.
demon time.
It's too early for this, Adams.
Adams was ready to go. I hear you, brother. I hear you. I know where you're coming from, brother. I heard him do it to you, so I get it. Sometimes you gotta let it fly. It is what it is.
He started
it. As long as you're not the courts. It's intellectual combat up in this motherfucker, and I got a front row seat.
This dude started it. He can't play victim after that.
So has anyone heard from that prince in Iran that was making the rounds about, I don't know, 6 months to a year ago?
Oh, thank God. Saved by a white woman. Hello, Holly.
Hey, who everybody loves. You know, what's up with him? Has he...
He's said in the past he doesn't even really want to be the leader of Iran. I know a lot of people in Iran who they either want to reform the current government, they want something new, but I don't think they figured out what that new thing is. That prince is kind of just a figurehead, but doesn't actually want to be involved.
You don't think
I'm waiting for them to, I mean, they have a kind of a perfect opportunity to have a revolution right now. By the way.
Well,
right? You would think they're at their weakest right now, but I haven't seen it. I don't know.
Do you think that prince in cahoots with other international leaders like Netanyahu and maybe even us? I don't know, but do you think that there has been a play? Like, do you think that he's maybe involved somehow in what's transpiring, like to help destabilize?
I'll tell
I
you.
just noticed he was like kind of making the rounds, like he was, you were seeing him more.
Yeah, he's making a lot of public statements and he's saying stuff, but that guy's been doing that for years, and anytime something pops off, he does this. I'm thinking right now, there was a report today that the U.S. Denied Israel's request to assassinate the Ayatollah. Now, this could be like the similar report we heard earlier about Trump telling Israel not to attack Iran, but he had later admitted that was just a kind of a ploy.
Do we know if that's a bulletproof diaper sitting on his head? Is that a bulletproof diaper sitting on his head? Ayatollah. No, I'm talking about Ayatollah. He got a whole diaper on his head.
I'll post the source. To them trying to kill the Ayatollah and Trump saying no. I'll put that in the chat right here. There's a report that came out today. This could actually be another one of those false, purposely false statements, though. They could actually try to kill this guy. And this could just be a trick. We'll see what happens.
So what is it about the people in Iran where they have these leaders where they're just so feminine? You got the Arabs and freaking rags on their head, and you got the Iranians. You got the Ayatollah that's wearing a whole diaper on his head. So what were the women and the men thinking? What were the women and the men thinking in those countries when they thought that these leaders dressed up in Halloween costumes should be?
Can I make a point? Like, you're just ruining the caliber of this discussion. Thank you. So, I was gonna say to Jack, like, the talks of...
And many people feel like you're ruining London.
Shut the fuck up. Okay, great. I love ruining London. So, basically, it is, like, the regime is in a vulnerable position, so it would be a good time for a revolution, but it seems like the attacks have actually united the Iranians more than anything. And, when you, like... a lot of the commentators have been talking about a lot of Iranians like sort of rallying behind the regime, sort of in like this, even the ones who were not very sort of pro-regime,
Are you Muslim or are you Iranian? I'm trying to understand. Why are you? That is absolutely horseshit because
Sarah, you're strawmanning me. You're strawmanning me.
No. Listen, Iranians, if you're Iranian, I'll shut up and let you talk. If you're not Iranian, you're not gonna be pro.
No, but I can read.
I can spread out lies. I can read. You can read because you're a Muslim Arab.
Dude, I'm anti-regime. I'm anti-regime. What are you on about?
Are you Iranian?
I'm not Iranian, but I'm someone who can read, and I'm also anti-regime.
You can read because you're Arabic, and I'm source. Otherwise, you're not going to lie.
You're being emotional.
How am I lying? I'm literally telling you what I've read.
Bring the source.
I've heard so many Iranians.
I'll bring the source, Sarah.
I'm just Sarah. I want to revolt.
What she's saying is like this pussy bullshit because
I've heard so many Iranians, this is just anecdotal, come on here and express that they love Israel, they want Israel to make a move.
That is true, homie. And
I don't know what's true. Okay.
And no, that's true. Listen, let me make a very clear point, guys. If you protest in Iran we're going to kill you. But right now, the regime will allow you to protest. They'll pay you to go protest anti-Israel in the streets. Where's the fucking protest? They cannot even gather their own people to show the world that we have people who are anti this attack. So no, do not propaganda.
That's a lie.
But your people haven't spread any blood for this revolution. 100 million Iranians, and they want us to save them. They need to start the revolution. You need to start the revolution from your own country. We have 100 million Iranians in Iran, and there's no fucking revolution right now. I'm starting to believe, I'm not sure if they really want to spill blood for freedom. I'm not convinced.
Bro, can you
they
do
don't.
that for us? Do you really believe that?
I'm starting to believe that, man. Honestly, it's been decades and decades.
She made that up. They don't
Bro, you think Iranian people does not?
Where's a million Iranians? Where are they revolting? I don't see that shit. Do it.
Bro, they do. They do. You don't see them. I live. Bro, listen, we do. They just ran off us with a tank. We
don't see anything about Iranians getting run over by a fucking tank because you guys aren't in the streets like that, bro.
Bro, you don't see it because they don't show.
Who gives a fuck what
you show me? You show me.
The thing. Who cares one guy on Clubhouse saw or didn't see? Like, why are you trying to justify yourself to this random dude?
I mean, I'm just saying that they're talking about freedom and they're dragging other countries in. I mean,
Yeah, but his country is at war.
Right. They're dangerous to the world, right? They're dangerous to the world, and they want freedom. Well, let's fucking go. You have 100 million fucking people, man.
You want to stop over talking now, Jack? That would be nice. Let us talk.
Yeah, go ahead. You're right.
Thank you.
Well, fuck you, Norm, but you're right.
I'll pass on your offer, but I'm glad you're being.
Not too much on Norm. Not too much on Norm.
Norm being prudent.
Not too much on Norm. Not too much on Norm.
I just want to offer this very quickly, and I'll back out. I know you guys are gonna, finish your combat, but I'm 5 years, and Compton Cotton Picker is probably the greatest fucking. That shit was good. Whoever said that, I know we're supposed to be against the Muslims here, but whoever said that shit is a funny ass slur.
I can't say I disagree.
For those making the ingenuous, blatantly dishonest charge that Israel started with Iran, or that America is not a state, you probably don't remember when the president of Iran came to this country, to America, for the United Nations, Ahmadinejad, on September 22nd, and said that he wants to engulf the big state, and that's America, that's human beings, and the little state, that's Israel, in a ball of fire. The ball of fire is a nuclear bomb. Yeah, that happened. They probably don't remember when Iran took over our embassy, killed our diplomat. The past year and a half, Iran has attacked American assets 170 times. No, this didn't start 4 days ago. Has attacked U.S. assets. Never mind the thousands of missiles fired at Israel by the Houthis, an Iranian proxy, and Hezbollah, American proxy, and what Hamas is also an Iranian proxy. You guys very conveniently forget the fact of what started it. And believe me, it wasn't Israel. Israel's fighting defensively.
Poor innocent Israel. Oh, what are we gonna ever do? Whatever will they do?
Oh, here goes the monkey symphony. Here goes the monkey Kanye symphony over here.
Here goes the monkey. Israel having to subject themselves to infringing upon the Gazans.
Concrete, did you go back to work yet?
Oh, no. What's going on? I'm at a gym, bro. What are you talking about?
I hope that's not a Jewish-owned gym.
You said some deplorable stuff about you don't care about Gazan kids getting killed. What kind of Christian are you, bro? Like, please tell me.
Why people saying that they should put them into the oven, and you're expecting anybody to sit here and cry foul because I'm saying I don't give a fuck about some kids 7,000 miles away? Are you crazy?
So now you're gonna lie about me just so that you can defend your.
Who's lying about you, Concrete? Who's lying about you?
Okay. Well,
who's lying about you?
Bring them back. You evil demons. Go ahead, bring the witness. Just because you want to see kids die, you want to bring me down with you?
I didn't say I wanted to see kids die. You're the one that said that. You're the one that said that. So instead of saying fuck the Jews and criticizing Israel, why don't you tell those kids' parents to stop throwing missiles at Israel? So you're abortion, Concrete? Aren't you pro-abortion, Concrete? You worry about kids dying. Aren't you pro-choice? Aren't you pro-choice? Okay, are people running up into the abortion clinic and killing babies? So why don't you worry about that in America instead of critiquing Jews about doing what Jewish people need to do to protect their homeland? Why don't you worry about Americans aborting babies in abortion clinics since you care so much about children? Right?
You say
right? Because your naked, banana-eating, flat-footed ass don't give a fuck about no damn kids.
What? Did you say Bob Gaza? I take that to be an application for children dying.
Why don't you sit in front of the abortion clinics in America and worry about them kids dying, Concrete? Why don't you leave the gym right now, go find your nearest Planned Parenthood, and go leave the gym right now, go find your nearest Planned Parenthood,
you so full of hate, bro? What's wrong with you? Get off the drugs.
You gotta kill this crew.
Stop hating yourself. Stop hating the world.
The grown.
You're advocating for God to be grown. You're weird, bro.
Well, I have a question for Congressman.
Adam, get some help, bro. You're advocating for children in the children.
Can I ask you a
Get some help,
question?
bro.
Concrete supports abortion.
Adams, please let me ask him a question.
You're a liar. Why would you lie like that?
Concrete,
Why
I
would
have
you
a
lie?
question
Yeah,
for you.
go ahead, Sarah.
Or do you not allow women talk? If you don't want me to talk, that's fine. I don't know.
Go ahead, Sarah. Can you hear me? Go ahead, Sarah.
Okay. I have a question. Are you talking regarding the title, Israel versus Iran? Are they killing the children in Iran?
I'm asking Adams about his statement.
No. You keep saying that you keep saying that Israel is killing kids.
Just to be clear, I said a statement of indifference. Okay, a statement of indifference. That means I don't give a shit. The same way I don't think twice about wiping my ass after I take a shit is a lack of care that I give a fuck about some kids in Gaza.
Weirdo. Is there anything you can do about this weirdo? Why do y'all enable this fucking weirdo?
That's because they agree with
He
it.
didn't answer. He just wants to say Israel bad, they kill children, and he doesn't answer.
I was talking about Adams. I didn't say anything about Israel.
Are you not paying attention?
Are you not paying attention, monkey? They just asked you a question. What's that got to do with me?
He didn't say Adams. He didn't say Adams. He didn't say about Israel.
Tony, get your lips off of his shaft for a second. Sarah was talking to Concrete.
Yo, Adams is really messed up, man. Can we mass support Adams so he can get off this?
Matt, he's encouraging people to report him.
Hey.
Is there something wrong with him?
Throw him out.
Y'all do something about him or what? This is crazy.
Concrete, chill out, dude. Go ahead, sir.
Concrete.
You telling him to chill? This is crazy.
You said in the room that Adams support bombing of children. So the topic is about Israel versus Iran. So you're telling me that Israel is bombing children in Iran right now? Is that what you're trying to say? I'm asking you.
I said Adams supports the bombing of children when he.
I don't support shit. I said I didn't give a shit. You trying to force me to give a shit about something I don't care about, Concrete? Concretia? What's your now shaking your hoop earrings? Open your monkey ass ears. Report me from three. Okay, I didn't say any of that, Concrete.
Concrete, I don't want to report people. That's ridiculous.
No. I said it to
This is weak bullshit.
He's a rap bitch.
I said it to audience. It makes no sense to make such extreme claims. You know, like this is how propagandas are actually spread. Going from one room to another one and then lying. Adam supports children's getting bombed in a room that the title is Israel versus Iran. So I don't know who told you children are getting bombed in Iran, but from what I know, even the government of Iran released a number of casualty of civilians, which tells me it must be very, very low.
That's true, by the way.
And talking to our friends and families, you have to understand my mother lives in Iran, my siblings live in Iran, my friends live in Iran, my entire family lives in Iran, okay? Talking to them, nobody knows anyone who knows anyone who knows anyone who knows anyone who's been killed. So stop with the propaganda. Like, you guys need to stop doing that. That is not okay. Only because you guys hate Jews and you guys hate Israel, you can't do that. Like, just be fair. Just say I'm racist. I'm anti-Jew. Like, why do you guys make up stuff?
That's a great question. Does anybody's opinion matter that's over there at this point? I mean, it seems like everybody just discredits anybody that's actually living it over there. I think that's what Adams was pointing out earlier too, especially on the Israeli side of things.
Yeah, the loudest ones in opposition to Israel are a bunch of shower cap. Anybody from Iran coming up in here and saying, please stop bombing us. You don't hear anybody in Gaza coming up in here and saying, please stop removing Hamas. Like, it's all bullshit. Like, I'm tired of it. We see you. We see you sitting there in your 4C hair, nappy-headed as hell, okay, swiping your food stamps at the grocery line with that shower cap on in fucking public. We see you.
Sarah, you just literally just said Concrete and whoever was racist, but you clearly just heard a racist remark come from Adams. It's kind of like hypocritical.
Excuse me, Porch Monkey, what language do you speak? Okay, what?
You just came out your mouth. What you talking about?
What do you mean everything? I think you need to open up your monkey ears. Okay, I did not say anything to racist.
A black guy to not use the N-word, nor can I tell him not to say monkey. Nor I can't tell him anything. He's black.
But you say
give it to a white person and then fight with him. Go grab a black person to come tell him something. It's the same thing that we get upset when non-Indian.
Yeah, I got this out a lot of monkeys with black, bro. But you say, man, if he gonna monkey don't just mean black.
Thank you. There's a difference between a black person and a monkey. The difference, like the same thing, like there's a difference between a black person and a nigger. Like it's the same thing.
You can still call him a racist, though.
I disagree. I think it's more like black people and like monkey would be like I don't know, bonobo versus a chimpanzee.
Oh my god! Oh god!
Other words, yeah, okay, I get it.
Oh shit! This room is wild to the motherfucker.
Y'all are not gonna keep getting away with this shit. Anytime I call you a monkey and you equate it to black people, you are the one calling black people monkeys.
Well,
did y'all see that funny meme where it's like,
y'all very hypocritical in this room.
I ain't gonna count. See, I call white people monkey all the time, so that's why I'm kind of indifferent. I call their ass monkey all the time.
Hey, you never heard of a mango monkey? Like, come on.
No, y'all literally just put somebody down.
I mean, to be fair, we all like evolved from apes. And if I recall correctly, we're all part of the great ape species. So
some of us, some of those who wear shower caps in public, we do not belong to the same species.
I think that's what they call a missing link.
Y'all just call some of those Irish girls and concrete racist. When clearly the only person saying some racist, negative shit is Adams.
What did I say that was racist?
Bro, no. Everything that came out your fucking bro.
Tony.
But if I'm a mouth breather, does that make me racist?
Y'all great. No, y'all hypocritical.
Is this a different topic change we're doing here, guys?
No, I'm talking about that bullshit. That's all.
It seems like it.
Get over it, bro.
I know.
Yeah.
What bullshit? Hold on, this is the same man that has fuck ICE in his profile. Are you worried that you're gonna get deported? Tony?
My parents got their citizenship, so fuck you.
Oh, okay. All your tias, abuelitas, and primos, all of them have green cards?
Don't worry, mind this spot for you.
Oh, I see. So you chased through the laundromat by ICE, and now you want to say fuck ICE.
Oh,
Your auntie just got chased through the bodega last week, and now all of a sudden ICE is the problem. So instead of you sitting up on Clubhouse, why don't you help your people, familia, fill out their immigration paperwork? And you talking about the time that we're wasting on Clubhouse?
Yeah.
The fuck?
I'll tell y'all.
What the hell? What the hell?
Y'all hypocritical.
What the hell?
What the hell, gringo?
Compared to one person's actually being racist in this shoe.
Getting chased through the laundromat is crazy work.
That's what I'm about to say.
Whoa! Abuelita didn't even have time to fold her towels. I said gotta go.
Oh my god. I love Clubhouse.
Never delete that, bro.
Getting chased through the laundromat.
But I'm just curious. Are there any people on stage that do support the MOLA or the IRGC? I mean,
their agents were here, but then once I stopped them, they just started running out.
We are the Iranian leadership on the run. Where are we on that? Where are they right
hiding in a bunker 10 miles beneath the surface of the planet?
We don't know where they are, but I can tell you guys.
We don't know where they are. They down there in refuge.
I can tell you guys, it's the stuff they did today in Tehran is like pretty fascinating. So they actually bombed majority of the detention centers where they kidnap our children and women for protesting for freedom and rape and torture. You know, they just they dismantled a lot of these facilities today. That's why I get so angry, you know, and I raise my voice when I hear people like trying to defend IRGC just because they, you know, they hate Jews. Like, I don't understand that. It's like, just be honest. Say I hate Jews. I don't like Israel. Like, don't drag Iran into your psychosis, you know.
No one came to your room and said they hate Jews. Not one person came here and said that.
Well, they're not gonna say that, so they have to like just say
Oh my
that.
God.
They just have to say, what do they have to say? They have to come and say.
Did you notice?
I also just want to say this one thing before you guys go on. Great avatar, El Normo.
Thank you, Gildas.
So if you notice, they don't come in and say like they hate Jews. What they'll do is like, I'm just America first. I've never heard Palestinians say they're America first, but now they're America first just because they don't want Israel to get any weapons or anything like that.
Why are you not going based on what someone says and you're making assumptions? It's great.
Well, no, because I can tell they're full of shit. These people like don't like America. They're not America first.
I'm saying is you're creating a narrative based off assumptions.
You just did the same thing when you called me a racist.
That is the absolute bullshit, though. How many times do we have to listen in America to fucking black people talk about microaggressions and racism when nobody said anything directly racist? But now when it comes to Jews, we gotta wait for
According to the monkey is not
Shut the fuck up.
That's not microaggression.
Long time no hear, Brand. Long time no hear, Brand. Glad to have you back.
Everybody came on here to have a real conversation.
Someone said he's the missing link.
Y'all never, not.
We were having a real conversation, a real life monkey on stage, and that's why I said it.
I think if you get people that aren't anti-Semites, like I don't know, Piers Morgan. You have like Israelis, like they'll like it was former Prime Minister Omer that was on like Ezra Klein's podcast, and he had a lot of bad shit to say about how Israel's handling it now. Like there's those kinds of topics, but and that's regarding Gaza, which I can kind of see. There's some, you know, I can understand like there's points on both sides, but Iran, Iran has literally always been the enemy of the United States.
Not always.
Oh yeah, let me take that back. Since the revolution, they've been
1979.
Yes, they had yes. They hate all of the other Muslim countries, and they fucking hate Israel. Like, nobody wants them.
Hold on, I've been trying to get
America.
I just want to say one funny thing, y'all, and then I'll shut up. All right, so there's this guy, Mohammed in Gaza, on Twitter, and he said, Gaza Strip is in complete blackout. No internet, no phone signal, no way to call for help. Then someone else retweeted it and said, this tweet was delivered by carrier pigeon.
Well, it's true for most of Gaza, actually.
Why do they say death to America? Why do they say that?
Because they fucking hate us. I'm sure the fact that we're allies with Israel makes it worse, but
like if I'm neutral or I'm not trying to support them or the American empire's expansion, and I'm just trying to go to work and see
because Gildas, they don't have the Kardashians, they don't have 5-lane freeways, and it's not acceptable in their country to go to Walmart.
Did you say they don't have Kardashians?
That's the reason why they're mad.
I actually wish the Kardashians like lived in Iran. Like those bitches need to cover up, and they probably deserve to get flogged in public and shit. Maybe
that would be the regional superpower, Gildas, and the opposition to that is Israel and the United States and other Arab countries. Other Muslim countries.
What do they say? The little Satan and the big Satan, right?
Yeah, they call Israel the little Satan, and because it does the bidding of the big Satan.
Oh my God, man! Can I go to Iran and visit and chill?
You can actually go, yeah. You can.
So would it be fair to say
you call Gildas, you just can't get out?
And they look at the Arabs as like scum.
A lot of people go actually, like posted on YouTube on that trip.
And they hate Arabs. That's the other thing.
They need. It sounds like they need some freedom over there in Iran. They need a little.
Yeah, they don't want it though, man. I swear, I'm convinced they don't want that shit.
No. On some serious shit. Let's be clear about this, guys. Do the people want freedom and the regime
regime doesn't, or the people support the regime?
No, the people don't support the regime, but I'm surprised they haven't revolted.
Jack, people don't support the regime.
I know that.
This is what the regime does. Hold on. If you go and peacefully protest and they feel like it's like at a point where it's getting serious, they will arrest the protester. They will rape them. They'll bring their mothers, sister, brothers, kids. This is like, I'm not exaggerating.
I understand, and you can't peacefully protest the
Jack,
organize and get armed.
They
With
shoot people.
100 million of you guys.
With all the
What's the resistance called in Iran?
Jack. Go ahead, Sarah.
Oh, go ahead.
Jack, please. With all due respect, you have never been lived in a dictatorship, so
You don't know where I've lived.
You don't know
respectfully. You don't know where I lived.
You live in America, right?
I lived in America now, yeah. I grew up in America, but you don't know where I've lived. Lived under civil.
Please don't come back. Please don't come back.
Over there in Iran, can women and gay people own property and businesses?
They actually
Yeah,
they
they
have
still